Man, I feel bad. I feel bad. Um, People don't understand how hard dating is for black men in particularly if they're trying to stay loyal. If you know what I mean, meaning if they want to there's because most black men want to date black women, right? Statistically, they prefer but what ends up happening is you'll have people would always question people black men in the past if they dated outside the race. Why is that? And blah blah blah. But it's because of stuff like what I'm about to show you. So here you have the pop the balloon segment, right? And you have the women that are that have popped the balloon already. That means they don't want him. So now the women that you see that are holding the balloons are the ones that are still interested. So he's going to ask them some personal questions, meaning he's going to go in around and ask the remaining black women that are interested in this man who's done well for himself, has a decent doing very well for himself, clean cut individual. Now he's looking for a quote unquote prize. So he's going to ask the ladies that are holding the balloon if they have any kids to see who he can select from. So here we have this video right here. Man, I feel bad for black men, bro. I feel bad for my ninjas, man. I feel so bad, bro. What I would recommend for a guy like that is he's going to have to, bro. And I know a lot of black men don't want to hear this because they really do want to stay loyal, but there are more options out there for you as a black, like particularly when I'm talking to American black men, they don't realize they have more options dating wise than they think. Now, it might not be the best in your what you think is not the best, but trust me, you have I'm talking about way better options. And I'm talking about you when you're not dealing with single moms. Now, mind you, right? When we take a look, I'm going to replay the video a little bit, but I'm going to just play it with no sound. I'm going to play it with no sound. I got to see. Okay. So when you're looking at all the ladies here, right? If I can fast forward to a better, so all the ones that you see, right, with that already popped their balloon, okay? I'm going to give a good educated guess that most of the ladies that did it that popped their balloon already, they don't have kids. That's the best. That would be my best guess that they don't have kids, but they're looking at him and like, I got more options than this guy, And unfortunately, what a lot of uh, women in that particular community. That's how they look at well-to-do black men that are they just I have more options. Then 2 or 3 baby daddies later, then they're like, "Okay, I'm willing to settle down," and you're literally left with a terrible deal. So, I would recommend for a guy like that, he's gonna have to date outside his race. Like, a guy like that, you're gonna have to date outside your race, and I'll say this, that's not a bad thing, like, meaning, I don't think black men understand, like, when it comes to worldwide dating, it's it's white men, number 1, and number 2, black men. So you have a lot more options than you think. Trust me. You have a lot, and you'll be able to find what you're looking for especially if you, when we talk about the passport bros, but if you take the actions of, okay, I'm gonna be an expat, right? Are not entertainers, they're not drug dealers, they're not and when I mean entertainers, athletes included. If you're not an athlete, entertainer, celebrity, drug dealer, but if you're just a regular working class man that's done well for himself, unfortunately, those are the options. Unfortunately, these are the options. This is the average options when it comes to decent, well-to-do working black men if they're looking for black women in this in America. These, unfortunately, these are the options. You got single moms to choose choose from. And then when you look at it, it's interesting. The only lady that had the balloon that didn't have kids, she has 7 dogs. What in the why does she have 7 dogs? That was his best option. A lady that already has 7 dogs. So, what she call them her fur babies, right? She has 7 dogs. I don't know what I'm pretty sure she does not have the salary that she's looking for to afford 7 dogs, and then on top of that, take care of herself. She clearly does not have. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that she has the facilities to be able to take care of her 7 fur babies, like what she calls it. But you see, and like I said, look at all of them, multiple kids. It wasn't just one kid. All of them, bare minimum 2 kids. So now imagine you're the average black man, right? You're the average black man. Uh, you're not an athlete, right? You're not an entertainer. You can't sing. You can't dance, right? Um, and you go to school, and then now you're trying to, okay, let me pick a black woman my age. And that's another thing I was about to say. So, all right, I don't want to date and you're 31, 32, and you're like, I don't want to date like a 20 or 21-year-old because uh, people are going to call me a pedophile. All right, fine. These are the 28, 29-year-old, 27-year-old women, 30, 31, 32, 33. So you're picking women your age. I'm looking for a black woman my age. These are usually the options that you're going to be dealt with. So that's why I'd say for a guy like that, either number one, date outside your race. Number two, you're just gonna have to date a younger woman, particularly one that's probably gonna be around the 8 to 7 year age gap. And you can't be you cannot be swayed by people saying, "Oh, this makes you a predator. Her frontal lobe isn't developed. You're taking advantage of her." You know how just understand that if you're a if you're a black man and you're over 30 and you date any woman that's under the age of 30, they're gonna call you a pedophile. It don't like she could be 27, they're gonna still and you be 33, they're gonna act like you're doing something wrong. That's just how it works. And what you got and what men you gotta understand, what you gotta understand is this: women hate 3 things. Number one, average men. Number two, paternity tests. And number three, women that are younger than them. Those are just facts. Those are just facts. And you can't let the shaming language steer you from getting what you worked for, really. You know what I mean? So, but I would say a guy like him, he's probably gonna have to travel overseas. He's gonna have to travel overseas to get what he wants, or just live the single lifestyle. But like I said, this is like people don't understand. This is the average dating experience for well-to-do black men, especially in today's age. This is the average dating experience. Now let's look at some comments. Let's look at some comments. You know what I mean? This is crazy.
Yes.
I'm not having no baby.
There's also another part to it. So out of all of them, he decided he was like, okay, maybe I'll take the chance with the woman with already 3 adult kids. Oh my God, this is crazy.
Okay. So Ashley, did you have any questions? Okay. So
Oh man, I feel bad for young black men that want to start their own family. It's so somebody had a question because why did most of the childless? Okay, so I guess I assumed right. So the ones that already popped their balloon, most of them were childless. But like I said, if they're childless, they're looking at him like I can do better. They're still like I said, to a lot of a lot like the average woman wants nothing to do with the average man, even if he's way above him. Even if he's way above her, they're still like, I can do. They're always gonna be like, I can do better. The only people that have a chance of gaining some kind of respect from their lady is if you're part of the entertainment industry. And which is ironic because that's where the Me Too movement kind of started, because of men in the entertainment industry taking advantage of their position of power. It's interesting how that works. It's interesting how that works, man. Oh man. Oh man, this is sad. This is sad. This is very sad. He said all of them got kids except one with 7 dogs. It's and I would say, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That would be my solution for him too. Just date younger women, bro. In his case, because obviously those women are over 30 that are in that line. They're in their early 30s, late 20s, mid 30s, late 30s. It looks like a lot of those ladies in that line. So yeah, people don't like it's hard. It's really hard. It's really hard, man.